Benny the rabbit wasn't like other rabbits. He didn't love carrots, he loved adventure.
Benny dreamed of being a brave knight. He would wear shining armor and fight scary dragons.
One sunny day, Benny decided to become a knight. He found a cardboard box and made it into armor. He grabbed a wooden spoon for a sword. Benny was ready for anything.
Look out, world! Here comes Benny the Brave!
He shouted. He hopped onto a rock and pretended it was his noble steed. Benny was off to find an adventure. As Benny hopped through the meadow, he heard a loud voice. The sun was shining brightly, and the flowers were in full bloom. Benny loved these peaceful moments, but today was different.
Help! Help! Someone please help me!
It was Millie the mouse crying out in distress. Her tiny voice echoed through the meadow, reaching Benny's ears. A big, scary dragon was in the whispering woods. Its fiery breath and sharp claws were terrifying.
Don't worry, Millie, I'll save you! Benny shouted with determination.
Shouted Benny, his voice filled with courage. He knew he had to be brave for Millie. He puffed out his chest, feeling a surge of bravery, and adjusted his cardboard armor, making sure it was secure. His makeshift armor might not be real, but it made him feel like a true knight. Benny was a little bit scared, but he was also very brave. He knew that true courage meant facing your fears. Off he went, his spoon sword held high towards the whispering woods. The spoon might have been just a kitchen utensil, but in Benny's hands it was a mighty weapon. The trees in the woods were dark and tall, casting long shadows on the ground. The wind rustled the leaves, making scary sounds. It was as if the forest itself was alive and whispering secrets. But Benny kept going. He had a dragon to defeat. His heart pounded in his chest, but he knew he couldn't let Millie down. With every step, he got closer to the dragon, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The Whispering Woods was full of surprises. Benny had heard many tales about this place, where the trees seemed to whisper secrets and shadows danced in the moonlight. It was a place where the unexpected was the norm, and every step could lead to a new adventure. A grumpy owl hooted at Benny from a branch. Its eyes glowed in the dim light, giving it an almost mystical appearance. Benny could feel the owl's gaze following him as he walked deeper into the forest.
Go away! This is my tree! The snake's voice was sharp and commanding, echoing through the stillness of the forest.
Benny just smiled and waved. Owls didn't scare him. He had always been fascinated by these creatures of the night, and their hoots felt more like a greeting than a threat. Next, a slithering snake appeared from the bushes. Its scales shimmered in the faint light, creating a mesmerizing pattern as it moved.
Stay back! The snake's hiss was loud and clear, a warning to anyone who dared come closer.
It hissed. Benny wasn't scared. He had learned that most creatures in the forest were more afraid of him than he was of them. He knew most snakes were friendly. They only acted out of fear or self-defense. Benny had a way with animals, a gentle touch that seemed to calm even the most nervous creatures. He even gave the snake a friendly pat on the head. The snake seemed to relax, its tense coils loosening as it accepted Benny's gesture of peace. Finally, Benny reached a clearing. The trees opened up to reveal a bright sunlit space, a stark contrast to the shadowy forest he had just traversed. In the middle of the clearing was a big, green lizard? It was much larger than any lizard Benny had ever seen, almost as if it belonged to another world. It was sitting on a rock, looking sad. Its eyes were downcast, and it seemed to be lost in thought. Benny wondered what could be troubling the creature. This couldn't be the scary dragon everyone was talking about. Benny approached cautiously, curious to learn more about this mysterious lizard and its story. The lizard looked up at Benny with big, sad eyes.
Are you the dragon?
The lizard sighed.
Yes, but I'm not very scary, am I?
Benny giggled.
Not really.
The dragon looked even sadder.
I lost my favorite ice cream cone, it rolled into a hole, and now I can't reach it.
Benny felt sorry for the dragon. He knew exactly how it felt to lose something you love.
Don't worry, we'll find your ice cream cone together.
The dragon smiled. He was happy to have a new friend to help. Benny and the dragon, whose name was Dudley, went on a quest to find the lost ice cream cone. Benny had heard tales of a magical ice cream cone that never melted, and he was determined to find it. Dudley, his loyal dragon friend, was just as excited about the adventure. They packed their bags with snacks and set off early in the morning, the sun just beginning to rise. They looked under rocks and behind trees. Every nook and cranny was explored, but there was no sign of the magical ice cream cone. Benny and Dudley didn't give up, though. They knew that quests were never easy, and that the reward at the end would be worth all the effort. They even asked a group of butterflies if they had seen it. The butterflies fluttered around them, creating a beautiful, colorful cloud. "Have you seen a magical ice cream cone?" Benny asked. The butterflies didn't respond, but they seemed to guide Benny and Dudley deeper into the forest.
Have you seen an ice cream cone around here? Benny asked every creature they met. From squirrels to birds, everyone was questioned. Some had seen strange things, but none had seen the ice cream cone.
Finally, they found the ice cream cone. It was hidden in a small clearing, sparkling under a beam of sunlight. Benny and Dudley couldn't believe their eyes. They had found the legendary ice cream cone. It was stuck in a spiderweb, and a little spider was about to eat it. The spider looked at them with its many eyes, curious about the intruders.
Stop! Benny shouted, raising his hand. The spider paused, seemingly understanding Benny's plea.
The spider was surprised and quickly ran away. Dudley was so happy. He danced around the clearing, his wings flapping with joy. Benny carefully freed the ice cream cone from the web, making sure it was safe.
Thank you for finding my ice cream cone, Benny, Dudley said, his eyes shining with gratitude. Benny smiled, happy to have helped his friend.
They shared the cone, even though it was a little melted. The taste was unlike anything they had ever experienced. It was sweet, creamy, and had a hint of magic in every bite. From that day on, Benny the Brave and Dudley the Dragon were the best of friends. They shared many more adventures, always looking out for each other and finding joy in the little things. They went on many more adventures, but none involved scary dragons or lost ice cream cones. Each new quest brought them closer together, and they cherished every moment of their magical journeys.